The wedding of Jeff Bezos, one of the wealthiest men on Earth, instantly became the most discussed event across the globe. The extravagant celebration held in Venice drew comparisons to last year's legendary Ambani wedding, complete with multi-million-dollar spending, star-studded celebrity appearances, and even royal guests. Yet, beneath all the glitz and spectacle, there were waves of protests, heated arguments, and fierce criticism. So, what exactly happened at this wedding that shocked so many and stirred such controversy? Who is the woman powerful enough to make the billionaire change his entire life? How did she look before her rumored cosmetic surgeries? And what little-known facts about Jeff Bezos' new wife would leave you stunned? Stay tuned until the end, because this story is packed with details about one of the most controversial weddings of our time. Let's begin by asking the question, who is Lauren Sanchez? Jeff Bezos today stands as the fourth richest man alive, with a fortune valued at more than $200 billion. If you've ever purchased anything online, there's a high chance it was through his empire, Amazon. Bezos is not just another billionaire, he represents a turning point in history, someone who changed the way people shop, work, and live. But what many forget is how unremarkable he seemed in his early days. Back then, Bezos was a skinny, quiet man with glasses, slightly hunched, and far from the glamorous mogul he is today. He wasn't someone who stole the spotlight at social gatherings, nor was he a frequent face in glossy magazines. He lived modestly, and by his side was his first wife, Mackenzie Scott, a highly intelligent and unpretentious woman. Mackenzie wasn't just a supportive partner, she was one of the architects of Amazon itself. From the very beginning, she stood by Bezos as they built their empire straight out of a garage. Together, they raised 4 children while living far away from Hollywood-style glitz or excessive luxury. To many, there seemed like a partnership destined to endure a lifetime. But then, seemingly out of nowhere, everything unraveled. Jeff Bezos became the subject of one of the biggest scandals of his life when private text messages with television host Lauren Sanchez were exposed. The scandal escalated when explicit photos and personal conversations were leaked to the press, shockingly, by Sanchez's own brother, who reportedly sold them for $200,000. At the time, both Bezos and Lauren were still married, making the revelation even more explosive. The public was stunned, not only by the betrayal but also by the sharp contrast it revealed. Bezos left his quiet, brilliant wife for a flashy TV personality with a controversial past and an appearance many critics attributed to extensive plastic surgery. Rumors swirled that Lauren had undergone multiple procedures, including work on her chest, nose, and jawline. Old photographs of her began circulating online, sparking fierce debates and comparisons. People everywhere asked the question, which Lauren do you prefer, before or after? The scandal rocked more than just Bezos' personal life. Amazon stock took a sharp dip, as investors worried that the company could suffer catastrophic losses from the damage to its founder's reputation. But Bezos himself didn't seem shaken. After 25 years of marriage, he filed for divorce, handed Mackenzie Scott an astounding $40 billion, and stepped boldly into a brand new life. It was loud, it was glamorous, and it was unapologetically public, though many argued that it all looked forced and inauthentic. So, who exactly is Lauren Sanchez, the woman who completely upended the billionaire's world? Born into a Mexican-American family, Lauren grew up with dreams of fame that she pursued relentlessly. In school, she struggled with dyslexia, barely making it through her classes, and later faced challenges in college as well. These experiences shaped her, and today, she advocates for others who face similar reading difficulties. But if there was one thing that defined Lauren, it was her unstoppable drive. She wasn't just ambitious, she was determined to break through at any cost. In her early 20s, she managed to land her first television roles. She hosted popular programs, covered glamorous red carpet events, and became a familiar face in live broadcasts. Her growing fame opened doors to Hollywood, where she landed small appearances as a reporter in films such as Fight Club, The Day After Tomorrow, We Bought a Zoo, and others. Beyond her television career, Lauren also became a licensed helicopter pilot, the mother of 3 children from different partners, and the ex-wife of a Hollywood super agent. For years, she lived in the limelight and mastered the art of staying in front of the camera. Those who know Lauren often describe her as having a unique quality. She makes you feel as if you're the only person in the room. She listens intently, maintains eye contact, and flashes a genuine smile. Perhaps it was this personal magnetism, not the flashy lifestyle, that drew Jeff Bezos toward her. Whatever the reason, her relationship with the billionaire transformed her from a recognizable TV host into an international headline maker. Lauren embraced the spotlight, chatting openly with paparazzi and never hiding behind Bezos' shadow. Instead, she leaned into her identity, bold, dazzling, and unapologetically confident. Of course, such visibility brought its share of ridicule. Jokes about her looks became regular tabloid material, and critics targeted her at every opportunity. When she wore a low-cut dress to the presidential inauguration, Trump supporters lambasted her, calling the outfit inappropriate for the occasion. Even when Lauren tried to prove herself through achievements, backlash followed. She joined the first all-female crew to travel beyond Earth's atmosphere in a brief 11-minute spaceflight. While she hoped it would highlight her as more than just a billionaire's fiancée, the public largely dismissed it as a publicity stunt. Many branded her a fake feminist chasing attention at any cost. Meanwhile, Jeff Bezos himself underwent a transformation. The once introverted tech mogul re-emerged as a confident, tanned, and muscular man, grinning through photo shoots for high-end magazines. The stiff suits were gone, replaced by cowboy hats, unbuttoned shirts, and cocktails by his side. His appearance grew sharper, his body athletic, his face rejuvenated. It was clear that Bezos wasn't just following Lauren for love, he was embracing the entire lifestyle she represented. The next milestone came with Bezos' grand proposal aboard his $500 million yacht, Kourou. Lauren flaunted a massive diamond ring, and news of their engagement instantly became global headlines. As the world eagerly awaited the wedding, Sanchez threw herself an extravagant bachelorette party in Paris, celebrating with celebrity friends inside a historic restaurant, complete with champagne and opulence. It wasn't just a farewell to single life, it was a preview of the luxury the couple would showcase on their wedding day. And then, the most anticipated wedding of the decade arrived. The ceremony unfolded in Venice, one of the most romantic cities in the world. Bezos rented out the most lavish hotels, including the legendary Gritty Palace and the luxurious Ambani Venice, owned by Russian billionaire Vladislav Doronin. Dozens of water taxis carried guests, overwhelming the city's transportation system. The wedding stretched across several days, with each evening resembling the finale of a glamorous film festival. The guest list rivaled an Oscars red carpet. Oprah Winfrey, Ivanka Trump, Kim Kardashian, Orlando Bloom, and Leonardo DiCaprio with his Italian model girlfriend were among the star-studded attendees. Billionaire friends joined as well, including Bill Gates, who arrived with his wife. Perhaps the most surprising presence came from the Jordanian royal family, who elevated the affair to international prestige. Queen Rania, Crown Prince Hussein, Princess Rajwa, and Princess Iman all attended, with the royal family officially recognizing the event as a royal wedding. Their attendance marked the occasion as not just a personal celebration, but a global spectacle. Yet, while luxury reigned inside, outrage grew outside. For months leading up to the ceremony, Venetians protested the billionaire takeover of their historic city. Locals accused Bezos of exploiting Venice as nothing more than a glamorous backdrop while ignoring environmental damage and the impact on residents. Activist groups threatened to block the canals with inflatable crocodiles. In an attempt to soften criticism, Bezos donated $2 million toward preserving the Venetian lagoon and provided guests with lavish gift boxes filled with sweets and handmade souvenirs worth tens of thousands of dollars. The couple also declined wedding gifts, instead requesting donations to the local UNESCO office to help preserve Venice's cultural heritage. Despite these gestures, criticism didn't die down. Even the wedding invitations were mocked online, with many saying they were tasteless and underwhelming, especially given Bezos' immense wealth. While Lauren posed in her couture gown and Bezos basked in the spotlight, protesters filled the streets of Venice, waving signs and chanting slogans against the city's transformation into a billionaire's playground. The most intimate part of the celebration took place on the small island of San Giorgio Maggiore. There, Lauren and Jeff exchanged vows to the music of Matteo Bocelli, son of the legendary Andrea Bocelli. Though the atmosphere was breathtaking, rumors swirled that the couple had already legally married in the United States a month earlier in a private, press-free ceremony. The Venetian wedding, some speculated, was staged more for spectacle than legality. Alongside their vows, the couple signed a prenuptial agreement, securing Bezos' massive fortune. Lauren's fashion choices became one of the highlights of the wedding. For the ceremony, she wore an elegant lace gown by Dolce & Gabbana, complete with long sleeves, a high neckline, and buttons running from her collar to the floor. Its mermaid silhouette was inspired by Sophia Loren's look in the 1958 film Houseboat. Initially, Lauren admitted she wanted something bold and modern, but ultimately chose a more modest design, saying, "I'm not the same person I was 5 years ago." This change surprised many. After the vows, Lauren changed into 2 additional outfits, a corset dress inspired by Rita Hayworth's role in Gilda for the dinner, and a cocktail dress by Oscar de la Renta for the party, which was adorned with 600 yards of hand-stitched chain and 175,000 crystals. Rumors suggested Lauren had prepared as many as 27 different Dolce & Gabbana outfits for the various dinners, parties, and photo sessions surrounding the wedding, though when and where she wore them all remains a mystery. The cost of the wedding was estimated at around $100 million, but compared to Bezos' staggering $200 billion fortune, it was little more than pocket change. The wedding of Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez is destined to be remembered as one of the grandest spectacles of the century. Many have already compared it to the Ambani wedding in India, which was widely condemned as offensive given the country's poverty rates. Now, critics are asking the same question: was this wedding truly a celebration of love, or was it a meticulously staged public relations show worth millions? So, what do you think of Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez's wedding? Was it romance or performance? Share your thoughts in the comments, we'd love to hear your perspective. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to leave a like. Until next time.